Into the Spider-Verse is a very enjoyable movie, but the most striking thing to me, what I thought was most interesting about it was the very like striking and bold animation style. Now I have to like give you a disclaimer. I don't have an animation background or illustration, so I don't exactly know how to describe, the visuals that well, but it's very different than other computer animated or hand-drawn animated movies that have come out that I have seen. It has a hand-drawn look, but it's very, CGI heavy, and it's very, the line work is very bold, and they use a lot of like, I guess, modern stylistic choices in how they edit and put together certain sequences. And so even though the plot is good, I felt the plot was pretty, I didn't feel like it was very bold or interesting, or it was a good simple plot. It wasn't that deep or complicated, but I felt that it was best. I had a better time. The best thing I took out of the movie was the animation, even more than the plot. You're just seeing how they put it all together, and I'm wondering, is this the future of animated movies or animated superhero movies? Something that is, it's computer animated, but they purposely make it look like it is a cartoon, a hand drawn, kind of a line drawn look, sort of, kind of. Because, like I said, I don't see movies like this that often anymore. I watched a lot of animated movies when I was a little kid, but as I become an adult, I just don't really see movies like this that often. Because I like superhero movies and comic book movies, I was like, let me give this one a shot. And, it had heart and humor. The character of Miles Morales, the main character, they focus a lot on making him, like, his heart, he has a big heart, stuff like that in his character arc. He goes from, kid who was unsure of himself into, a Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man. I mean, I'm sure you know by now there's multiple Spider people in this movie. I did think the one criticism I would have is these days a lot of superhero movies, not all of them, they have like these larger than life, bold kind of epic scopes, or they shoot for that, not all of them. And Into the Spider-Verse, even though it offered like alternate dimension kind of stuff, it did seem kind of very small scale, on the ground movie, a kind of a movie. Not that that is a bad thing, but I felt like if you're looking for something with like, different, like, I don't know, even though it had different dimensions in it, I still felt like it didn't really feel like a very massive movie that was massive in scope. It felt very much, feet to the ground, which is fine. So just letting you know, if that's what you like, then you'll enjoy this movie. But if you're looking for something more like sweeping and epic, like, what Aquaman is, I think, trying to do. I have not seen Aquaman yet, but that's what it is. Or like, like an Indiana Jones or Star Wars kind of like superhero movie. Into the Spider-Verse is not that. But, who said it needs to be? All of the sub characters, like the adult Peter Parker Spider-Man and, Spider Gwen and the other Spider Pig and the others are cute additions. And did feel a lot of times like there were so many other spider people in the movie that they kind of, I guess the focus of the movie is supposed to be, I think, Miles Morales. And so, all these other people, although they are still supporting characters, and the screenwriters remember to give him as the main character, the main hero, beats as they should. I did worry that sometimes they might steal the focus away from him because it's not supposed to be a movie about them. And that this movie, although it was a Miles Morales movie, it was also largely, a setup for these other Spider characters to do their own movies. There was this article I saw how they are planning to do a sequel or a spin-off about all the female Spider characters. So this movie felt to me like, the supporting characters, they kind of sort of threatened to take the movie away from Miles. And, maybe they were in there too much, but, it was purposeful because they're trying to see whom they can spin off into a different movie. So, it doesn't make the movie bad or anything, but it does make it, in my feeling, it kind of dilutes it more than maybe it would be if they had just kept its focus squarely on Miles, and maybe decreased the emphasis on, like Gwen and other people, and just kept Peter. Peter was definitely a mentor and he got in the action, but, once they have like 4 or 5 other people helping him out who have spider powers, then it becomes, something different. But, the movie is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, so they are at least honest in the title by letting you know that there are going to be multiple verse characters. So, well, I did think the movie was still good. I felt that maybe it needed to be, I felt that maybe they could have streamlined it a bit by, focusing on just that one character and not, all these other people. But again, they wanted to do that because they're trying to spin people off into other stuff. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.